Hi guys, just an update. This is still the Exodus case. The front I modded to for put an acrylic panel for an 80mm fan. The two holes right here are for the front panel USB and audio. So here's the back side. This is where the power supply should be mounted, but I put a panel with AC plugs, AC connector. So as you can see, this will be for the one that goes to the wall outlet. This one will go to the monitor. Where will I mount the power supply, you ask? It will be mounted at the bottom of the case. So it will be mounted here. This is technically the bottom of the case. So I am going to drill. This is a drill template for a 120mm fan. This is a center punch. I just finished punching out or marking the areas to be drilled. So this is where the fan will be mounted, and these will be the holes for the fan, but I will be using this as a mount for the power supply. I will mount the power supply via the fan. I'm not sure if that will work, but I'm guessing it will. So I will drill 5mm holes for here. So yeah, I will be drilling out the holes, in a bit, and I'll be back to show you the result. So I will first drill 1mm holes, and then 3mm, and then eventually step up to 5. Right? So currently this is 1.5mm holes. And then next up we will drill it with the 3mm, and then eventually 5mm. So I will drill this thing 3 times using that thing. Alright, so we're finally done drilling 1.5mm hole. Next up, the 3mm drill bit. We will probably need to repaint this thing. So we will drill all of these holes again in 3mm and then in 5mm. So this is what we ended up with. Paint is all chipped and banged up, and the underside, because I drilled from here going down, the underside is full of little bits of metal sticking to the perimeter of these drilled circles, like little shrapnel that will shred your hand like a cheese grater. So I have to clean that up and repaint this thing. Mind you, it took half a day to do this. So it's a lot of work. It's probably easier just to buy a cutting wheel and cut a hole instead of drilling multiple holes. Now, speaking of shrapnel, like that one there, see, that needs to get cleaned up. I have to scuff up this underside, paint it with primer and then base coat, and then I have now decided to paint this with a clear coat so that it'll at least be more chip resistant.